It's been 14 days since the Dons were last in action. Today we travel to McDermott Park to take on 8th place St Johnstone with an away support of over 3,500 cheering the boys on. Here are today's other fixtures. Hibs taking on Motherwell, Kilmarnock are at home to Hearts, Rangers take on Dundee United, and St Mirren are at home to Livingston. So let's have a look at the middle of the table to see how it affects Aberdeen today. So after beating Hearts a couple of weeks ago, we're now only 4 points behind them, and we're just a point above Hibs. So what we're looking for today is obviously a big win and keep the pressure on Hearts in third place. There's only a handful of games left now until the split. So 3 o'clock kickoff today at McDermott Park. Then we welcome Kilmarnock next Saturday. Again, a 3 o'clock kickoff. And then 2 weeks on Friday, we travel up to Dingwall to take on Ross County. And we finish before the split against Rangers 2 weeks on Sunday. Good morning, how you doing? A very warm welcome to Ali Beg AB TV here on YouTube this Saturday morning. So this is the preview show ahead of today's big game against St Johnstone at McDermott Park. So if you're already on your way down or if you're away to set off, please do have a safe and enjoyable trip and possibly listen in on the way down. So I'm hearing it's going to be about 3,500 fans that are going to be travelling down to McDermott Park today, which is just, again, a phenomenal effort. So it's been quite an interesting week, hasn't it, at Pittodrie? So why don't you come on board, leave us your comments, tell us what you think about the week, and tell us how you think Aberdeen will get on today. What's your thoughts about that game? So, as normal, underneath the video, just leave your comment in that section. Feel free to interact with each other, which has been fantastic to watch in the past few weeks. I've said it before, what we're looking to do here is keep this a safe and happy environment for fans to interact with each other, where there's no sort of retribution from those muppets who hide behind keyboards and usernames and just feel like they have to abuse people. We don't want that here on Ali Beg AB TV. We will not tolerate it. So feel free to come on and interact and obviously be as respectful as you possibly can. And I will do my very best to read out most of your comments before we finish off. Again, it's an open book today. We're not restricted by time. So just feel free, come in, I'll read them out and we'll see where we go today. Okay, so let's begin by trying to predict what Barry's team will be today. So I've kind of put together a team that I think he will start today. Here it is. So Kelly to remain in goal. And then I've got a feeling it might be a back three with 2 wing backs. So I'm thinking, sorry, that shouldn't be Ryan Duncan in there. That's completely wrong. Sorry, that's my mistake. So it should be Johnny Hayes, I think, will be where Liam Scales is, and Liam Scales will go into where Ryan Duncan is. Sorry, that's my mistake. But I think across the middle it'll be Shinnie Clarkson, Ramadani, Duke just playing in the left but floating around sort of just behind Bojan Majowski, Ramadani just playing on the right hand side, and Leighton Clarkson playing in the middle. But Johnny to play where Liam Scales is, Liam Scales to play where Ryan Duncan is. I don't think Ryan Duncan will start. Sorry guys, I've got no idea why that popped in like that. So what I've done is I've put together some match stats for you because they do make for some quite interesting reading. So where are they? There we go. Right, let me just drag it in for you. I'll tell you what I'll do first of all. Let me get rid of that just to clear up a little bit of room. So what I'm doing here on the broadcasting system is just leaving room for me to pull in all the information that we'll be having on today's show. So I'll pull that in first, and then I'll also pull this in while we're here. So bear with me 1 second. Where is he? There he is. Okay, I'll drag that in. So first, let's have a quick look at this. So these are the match stats ahead of today's game. So did you know that St Johnstone have only won 1 of the last 12 home league games against Aberdeen? St Johnstone are without a win in their last 6 home league matches, drawn 2, lost 4, while conceding 14 goals in the process. And Aberdeen have won each of their last 3 league games. The Dons last won 4 in succession back in September 2020. So this is what Barry Robson had to say ahead of the game. I've just picked out a quote for you. As I've said to the players, we've not achieved anything. What we have done is we've got ourselves into a better position. The message is clear. We get our heads down. We work and we try to win games of football. It was also interesting that Graham Shinney spoke at the press conference yesterday, and he said this: we must have the same mentality as the Hearts game and try to play even better than that. Because today, as we know, it's always difficult down at McDermott Park. They put loads of men behind the ball, and it's up to us to be creative in that final third. Remember, it was Leighton Clarkson's sensational free kick that won it the last time out. So we just have to be very, very up for it. In their faces, don't give them time to settle, because I think if we don't give them time to settle, we can absolutely break them down. What I'm hoping for is to get balls whipped into the box and Duke to do what he does, just to make a complete and utter nuisance of himself and just be busy in and around that final third. And I'm very confident that we could actually win the game today. So Hayden Coulson will not be in the squad today. I don't know if you saw, but unfortunately he was involved in that terrifying accident with his family just outside Aberdeen last week. Thankfully, his family are all safe and well, but he's taking some time off just to spend time with his family, which Barry obviously allowed him to do, which I absolutely think was the right call. So no Hayden Coulson today. Right. So Liam Fox was announced yesterday to come on board as first team coach alongside Steve Agnew and Barry Robson. So tell me what you think of that move. I posted that yesterday, and I would say that 90% were favourable. Some were a little bit baffled by it, but Barry speaks very highly of him, spoke very highly of him yesterday, feels that he's had lots of experience at various levels at a football club where he thinks he can bring that experience to not just help Barry and Steve, but also to help Neil Simpson in the academy and to help players come through that pathway system that the Dons have at this moment. So tell me what you think. Right, so let me first and foremost, let me get rid of that so we continue to clear up a little bit of space, and I'll get rid of that as well. Okay, let's open it up to you guys. I hope you're all doing fine and dandy this morning. Okay. Delighted to see so many of you on. Brilliant. Okay. Laura 101 has said, fit like Ali, I'm absolutely fine. Scottish Susie has said, good morning, how are you? Kaiser has said, fit like everybody today. John Grant, come on the Dons. Hopefully pick up the 3 points today and keep the good work going. Feed the Duke. Scottish Susie has said, heading off to Perth today. Have a great trip today, Susie. Sean Blues has said, easy 12 points before the split. I agree. The 12 points are there for the taking, and absolutely why not? Graham Barron, good morning, Ali and fellow dandies. Always a tough game and venue to go to in Perth. Let's keep this winning run going. The Mad Ferret has wished everybody a good morning. Kaiser has said, what another tremendous away support. Lee Doubles has come on. Hi, Lee. Feeling positive today. Come on, boys. Another 3 points on the board. Come on, you Reds. Laurel 101 has said, a bit nervous about today. We should win with the run we are on, but this is the kind of game we have lost in the past. I am sure Barry won't let that happen, though. Graham Klein is on. Hi, Graham. Hopefully we kick on until the end of the season. Liam Fox is a highly regarded coach for a while. Let's see what that brings. At least he doesn't have to manage the team this time around. Gray Pilgrim has said, Liam Fox coming in is good. Sounds like Barry won't be punted into the back room at the end of the season. Kaiser has said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd go with the same team as the Hearts game. Gregor Stevens has wished good morning to everybody. He's also said over 3,000 fans is phenomenal. Honestly, I tip my hat to every single one of you. It's just brilliant. It's fantastic to see the commitment by the fans. And I think that is starting to rub off on the players as well. I've said it before, the support at Tannadice to help us get over the line, I think played a huge part in us beating Dundee United that day. And I have no doubt that will happen again today, hopefully. Derek Griffiths is on. Good morning, Ali. First of all, I agree with Kaiser. The support has been fantastic. 3 points is a must. Robbo will get the lads fired up. Good morning to Lorraine Baxter. She's wished everyone a good morning, hoping we can kick on after the international break, which always seems to come at the wrong time for Aberdeen. I said it a couple of weeks ago when I did the review show after the Hearts game. It's just typical, isn't it? Just when we start to build up that little head of steam, we get kicked in the teeth by an international break. Saying that, the international break was quite good fun if you're a big Scotland fan, of course. But I just hope that when he got the players back, and I know that Bojan and Duke only got back on Friday. So they only got back yesterday. So they trained yesterday. And then I think they'll get thrown straight in today. But yeah, let's hope we can just keep it going. Gregor Stevens thinks it will definitely be the same team today as the Hearts game. James McGaskill, good morning. Hoping we can keep Barry's feel-good factor going. If we qualify for Europe, I'd like to see him given the opportunity to lead the team next season. Come on, you Reds. Good morning, Michael Taylor. Gregor Stevens has said Coulson's out today. Yep. Kaiser's asked about Hayden Coulson's dog. I don't think he did. So Hayden put out a post which has been shared quite a lot on social media that his dog sadly went missing after that accident, and he's been missing ever since. I think he's a German Shepherd, so it was in and around the Muckles area. So if you see a German Shepherd in and around that area, then please just try and let somebody know so that they can let Hayden's family know. Gregor Stevens has said, have to approach the game with confidence today. I agree. Ewan Grant, good morning, Ewan. How are you? Can see Hearts and Hibs winning today. Our absolutely amazing travelling support will hopefully be what gets us over the line. He predicts a 2-1 win for the Dons today. Gregor Stevens has said, I think Fox is a good appointee. Goodwin's issue was a lack of backroom staff, and Glass didn't have enough Scottish experience in his staff. It's a very good point. Graham Fide has said, Duke double. He predicts a 2-0 win for Aberdeen. Kaiser has said St Johnstone are the epitome of a stuffy team. They are. Michael Taylor has said, I don't care how we play. We'd take a scrappy 1-0 win all day long. Bullet header from Matty Pollock. Okay, so that's all the comments so far. Keep them coming in so that we can keep on air for the next 10 minutes or so. So while we're at it, let's do a couple of more bits and pieces for you. So I want to get this in. Let me drag that in, and I shall also drag this in as well. There we are. And finally, I'm going to drag that in, and then we are all done for everything that I want to show you. Right, first of all, let's go back in time. On this day, on the 1st of April in the football club's history, in 1987, former Aberdeen defender Andrew Considine was born. Andrew played 571 games for the club, scoring 41 goals. He currently sits 4th in the all-time club appearance list. He's 36 today. Be interesting to see if he starts today. In 1969, former Aberdeen striker Dean Windass was born. Dino played 92 games for the club, scoring 31 goals. He celebrates his 54th birthday today. It's also Dom Sullivan's birthday today and Tommy McQueen's birthday. Back in 1967, Aberdeen reached their first Scottish Cup final since 1959 after beating Dundee United 1-0 at Dens Park in the semi-final. United's Tommy Miller turned the ball into his own net for the only goal of the game. Now, if you are enjoying today's show, please don't forget to give us a like. That helps me massively. And also, I'd be very grateful if you would consider subscribing to Ali Beg ABTV as well. So later today, from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock on North Sound 1, I'll be on the big Saturday football show with Ewan Cameron, Stephen Mill and Steve Cowan. And what I basically do is sit here in my studio and I watch the Aberdeen game, and as soon as anything happens, I report back to the lads in the studio so that we get instant reaction to what's going on here at McDermott Park. So the show's great fun. We've been nominated for 2 huge radio awards as well. One for the best sports show and one for one of the best regional shows. So as you can imagine, we're absolutely buzzing about that. I think the ceremony in London is in May, so fingers crossed. So the show is just a mixture of music, games, fun, and just having a really, really good laugh. And obviously we mix that with football. And what we also do is we don't overly talk about Celtic and Rangers. They're cast to one side, to be honest with you, so that we can encapsulate all of Scottish football. And I think that's what makes it a hugely popular show among Scottish football fans. So if you're up for it, between 2 and 6 on North Sound 1. Right, let's get back to your comments. Lee Doubles has said, Liam Fox is a fantastic addition to the backroom staff. He's got a good reputation as a coach. Robson clearly rates him. Robson has stabilised us, feeling much more positive. Scott Robertson has said, I think we'll easy win today, and hopefully McInnes does us a favour and turn over Hearts. Sean Blues. Hi, Sean. I'm hearing Robson's been approached by Spurs. Really? I've not heard that. Fool's Gold, 953. Good morning. Hoping to keep the energy from the first half against Hearts and out the Saints to bed early. Shout out to Lewis Stembarski on his 16th birthday. So a very happy 16th birthday, Lewis. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Ewan Grant has also wished you a very happy birthday as well. Oh no, Ewan has said, hope Lewis's 16th birthday is better than mine. I was watching us get beat by Queen of the South in that semi-final. Oh, dearie me. Kaiser has asked, is that Ewan Cameron really a Hearts fan? Yes, he is. We all kid on and have a bit of a laugh that he's a big Rangers fan, but he's not. He is genuinely a huge Hearts fan. So yeah, just keep those comments coming in. So tomorrow night, we'll do the review show. I've been absolutely blown away by how many of you actually watch the review shows. The viewing figures have been absolutely fantastic. So many, many thanks for doing that. And I've been absolutely blown away by your support as well on the Accidental Popstar channel that I recently launched. So there's lots and lots of different interviews on there. If you want to head to the YouTube site, it's the Accidental Popstar. We've also set up a Twitter page as well. So if you're into your music, and it doesn't matter whether you're into boy bands or not, this is where I interview people from right across the board. So I've interviewed Tony Hadley, from ex-lead singer of Spandau Ballet, Chesney Hawkes, who had a huge #1 hit in the early 90s with The One and Only. I've recently interviewed Lee Brennan from 911. Who else is on there? Peter Cunner, who was the frontman of D-Ream. So yeah, there's lots of really good interviews on there. Nick Kershaw, IT's icon. And I've recently interviewed Richie Neville from Five. I'm going to put that out in the next few days, and I've got some really interesting guests lined up as well. So as I said, you don't have to be into your boy bands. It's not about boy band music. This is all about music right across the board and how the music industry works. So I've been absolutely blown away by your support in that so far. So thank you very much. Okay, are there any more comments coming in? Yeah, let's have a quick look. Al Mitchell, yes, that's a great shout. Completely forgot about that. The Spurs thing is an April Fool. Of course, it's April Fools. Absolutely brilliant. Completely forgot about that. Okay, so, guys, we're going to call it a day. So, all that's left to say really is the very best of luck to Aberdeen today. I just hope we can get at them early. Don't let St Johnstone settle. You know, they're going to keep their ball in around their own half and just try and hit us on the break, I think. So, the back three, I think it'll be a back three today. Liam Scales, Matty and Angus. And then I think it'll be Johnny just up here, Ross here, just to give them the momentum to go forward. And then I just think Leighton will sit in the middle, Hilbert Ramadani on the right, Graham Shinney on the left, Duke just floating in and around that sort of that left-hand side of the park, cutting inside with Bojan playing up front on his own. So that's what I've got a feeling the team will be today. You never know, he might go with the same team that started against Hearts a couple of weeks ago. But I just think if we can get in about them, early doors, get an early goal, unsettle them, I absolutely think they are there for the taking. And then obviously we just kick on and hope results go our way today. Okay, more comments coming in, which is good. Stuart Clavia said good morning, 2-0 to the Dandies. Hopefully we keep feeding the Duke. Oh, good shout. Scottish Susie. Great that Barry got Manager of the Month in March. Yeah, absolutely. And very well deserved. And I mentioned it on Thursday. Was it Thursday night we did the show? No, Wednesday night when we did the show. When it was announced that he was going to stay on to the end of the season. it was also announced on the same day that he was named as the Scottish Premiership Manager of the Month, and that he, for the photo call, he brought out his entire backroom and coaching staff, which I thought was a fantastic touch. And he also made a point of saying it's not just about him, it's about all the people that work with him and help him, which I thought was a touch of class, I've got to be honest. Right, guys, I'm going to call it a day. Sorry, just let me answer this question. So what's your thoughts on the managerial position, Ali? Do you think we've approached someone and had a knockback? That's from Scott Robertson. So Dave Cormack put out a statement basically announcing Barry was going to stay on to the end of the season, and that the Football Monitoring Board had targeted 6 managerial candidates. They'd whittled that down to 3, and they interviewed 3, including Barry. So it'd be absolutely fascinating to know who the 6 were. There was that guy from Scandinavia whose agent allegedly said it's a little bit chaotic at Aberdeen at the moment, which I personally take with a pinch of salt. So I have absolutely no idea what's going on with the managerial position, but I think what the club are doing now is absolutely the right thing to do. And I think the job now is for Barry to lose. I think he's done such a phenomenal job in a short space of time, with 2 sort of long breaks in between as well, because we obviously had the Scottish Cup break, then we had the international break, and he's kept that momentum going. So I think at the moment Barry absolutely deserves a crack at the whip. And yeah, I have absolutely no issues with that whatsoever. So it's going to be interesting to see that I have every expectation that the club will continue to go through an interview process. I have every expectation that they will continue to do their due diligence, and they will continue to look elsewhere while Barry gets his head down and continues to work away. And if Barry continues to do the job that he's doing, then absolutely, why not? That he should get the job at the end of the season on a full-time basis, and then we take it from there. So that's what I think. Roger Smith has said team spirit, 100%. That's what Barry has done. He's got that spirit back. It was badly lacking, I think, under Jim, and he's got it back. You can see it in just the way the players are with each other, the way they're interacting, from the photographs that you see from Cormack Park, from some of the features that Red TV have put out. The togetherness is absolutely spot on. So, yeah. Okay, guys, listen, have an absolutely fantastic day. Good luck to the Reds today, and I'll see you tomorrow night for the review show at 7 o'clock UK time. Enjoy your Saturday. Bye for now.